Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I found a very disturbing article actually, and I would ask a few questions. Now let me read you this article, okay? Remember, this article is written as a celebration. It's supposed to, how should I put it, give us such a joy and happiness because of this achievement. All right, so this article comes from Jezebel. I don't know what that is. Anyway, it's from today, December 6th, 2022. Senate confirms 90th Biden judge, and nearly half are women of color. I personally am very scared about it, and I tell you why. Why? Is that a coincidence? Why is it necessary? What are their heights? Why doesn't height or weight matter in this? Why color matters? Why is it pointed that there are, half are women of color? But to me, all that is overrepresentation. That's not right. That's not equitable. That's not equity, and definitely not diversity. I think that's overrepresentation. We got to do something in the name of equity and diversity and inclusion, because there were some other groups that were excluded. If this was included, 50% from those two categories, how many other categories were excluded? I wonder how many Romanians are, how many little people, how many transvestites, how many homosexuals, how many straight men, how many white men, how many Asians, how many Indians, how many Native Americans. You see how many groups are underrepresented? And why do I say underrepresented? Because I'm going to read you some percentages in the population. So African Americans make 12% of the population, and they are overrepresented. They're 50%. So it's unequitable. So what are we going to do? Are we going to fire about 38%? Are we going to fire them or something? Or what? Or 48 or 38? Is that what we're going to do? No. Why would I celebrate that? As an immigrant, I came here penniless. I worked my ass off. I have children. Why should my children celebrate that this person's children already gonna be ahead of my children for not doing anything wrong? Do you think this is a coincidence? Or do you think it's just because they deserved it? And if they deserved it by quality? So the Democrat-controlled Senate has confirmed 90 federal judges, nominees. Oh, so they were nominated. Oh, okay. To the bench as of this week. This is incredible news for people who care about the courts, and having actually qualified justice making highly consequential legal decisions. Well, Senate Majority Schumer, Jew, summed up why federal judgeship are so important during a floor speech on Monday, and I'm quoting, "These appointments are critical." For what and for whom? Even though a conservative majority presides on the Supreme Court, the bulk of our federal cases are still resolved by circuit court judges, Schumer said. Nearly 50% of those people confirmed are women of color. Why would that matter? That's never happened before. Neither 50% midgets. Little people, my bad, sorry. All right? Anyway, why not? Why not Italians? There were, if we talk about discrimination, why not Jews? Why not 50% Jews? Not 50, 90. Because as you know, they, yeah. So Schumer said that, excellent. I'm confident a more diverse bench will go a long way. That's not diverse. There's two groups. And I mentioned at least 10. What do you mean? 7, 8, I can go on and on. What do you mean diverse? You excluded other groups. Where's the proportionality? Where is the equity? So it's not diverse at all. And on the contrary, it's becoming, I would say, a monopoly. And these were appointees. All right? All right. That's good. A long way cultivating trust in our courts and our democracy. What do you mean? You didn't build me trust by doing that whatsoever. I tell you why. Because if you see that as something good, that means it was something bad. What was bad? That they were not 50% and they were not 50% women. So that means that was bad before, so that's a good thing. Now let me think, me as a white male, why would I celebrate that? Well, if that matters, that means that's against something. What's the opposite of that? So do you think I feel comfortable going over there? Did I do anything to deserve this? Did my kids deserve anything like that? No. So why would I celebrate? We talk about equity. All right. All right. Remember, I came here to be treated equal. I didn't come here to be have a preferential treatment. I didn't want to be either discriminated like this, but discriminated I was here and there. But anyway, I made it because this country is still big and still has the values. But we're going to something else now. Now, this is what this guy says here, whomever. He says, today our federal judiciary is far more balanced. How is this balanced? You tell me how this is balanced. African Americans, 12% of the population. Women, half of that. That's 6. That 6% are white, are black women. 6% of the population. And they are 50% of the courts appointed by these guys. So why would that be equitable to me? Why would I celebrate? Why would I don't know, a Korean guy should celebrate? Why would a Jew celebrate? He's doing it, Schumer, but he's doing for other reasons. Why should I know a midget, a little person, will celebrate? Huh? Anyway, it's far more diverse. No, it's not. Diverse would be 6%, if you want to be equitable, 6% African American women, 6% African American men, 2%, 1% Jewish, 1% Jew men, and then go by that if you really want to go by that. But if you go only by race, you miss other characteristics, like the length of the dick, the size of the balls, you know what I mean, the intelligence. You miss many other things, the height, the weight, you know what I mean? So why is only that? You talk about discrimination? Where are the Italians? Where are the immigrants? Where are the Romanians? Where are the Turks? Where are the Indians? Where are the Jews? You see how many things are missing here? So that's not fair. That's equity. Not even equity. Equity meaning what? Not even leveling. This is overrepresentation. I disagree with that. All right, so now let's go to numbers, right? Remember, observing reality is not a crime. Even if you say it loud, it seems to be a crime. So if I call a thief that is running away with his loot, stealing from him, and I point out, hey, he's a thief, and it's not fair, I'm the criminal. I will be the one who's going to be punished. No, I'm just going to mention and I'm going to bring up numbers and facts. Why would I accept that? I mean, if being a minority is a bad thing, why would, I don't know, as I said, other people should like to be a minority? And if for those guys who have become now appointed, become a majority, that means it was bad to be minority. So why would be the guys that were the majority want to be minority? You know what I mean? I mean, if it's bad to be a minority, and this guy say, well, we celebrate this. No, that's becoming a majority. Someone became a minority. So if you celebrate becoming majority, why should the majority celebrate becoming a minority? Doesn't make sense, does it? If it was so good to be a minority, why do you want to be a majority? And if you were a majority, why do you want to be a minority? I mean, really? So let's see here. Let's go with this. Let's go first with the percentage. What is the percentage of African Americans in the United States? 12.4%, as I said. So as we want to be equitable and we don't base it on other characteristics, which is this and ability, we should have, I don't know, 6.4% about women, black women, women of color, my bad. Maybe there are other women of color. I don't know exactly because I didn't go into it. But I can only assume because this is the picture that these guys posted. So these are the women of color. And I don't think that they are anything else but, okay? To me, those three are African Americans. So when I say women of color, I don't see anything else but African Americans. So that's why I am going with that. All right, it's not me, it's an observation, my friends. Otherwise, they would put over there, I don't know, Mexican, if they consider that a person of color, and others. I might be a person of color, look at me. No? Anyway, so it's 12%. Okay, let's say the Latino population. Latino population, right? It's 17%, 17. So it's more, is bigger than the African American population. So if African American women got 50% of the nominees, the African American men should get 50%. So where's the rest filling in this? Where are the 17% Latino population? Underrepresented, underrepresented, under. That's not right. Now let's go to something else, okay? Let's go to, and this is going to be controversial, we're going to go to the Senate. To the Senate of the United States of America, right? To show you another representation. The U.S. Congress, right? And the U.S. Congress, you can say, well, those are elected officials. Okay, they're elected officials, but we are talking about equity and diversity, then some groups will be overrepresented, okay? Let's go with how many of our members of Congress are Jewish? All right, well, we got 10 senators. 10 senators out of 100. You know what is the population? What percentage of population is Jewish? Yeah, 2%. Right here. 2.4%. So why, if you want to be equitable, 100 will be 2.4 Jews, a Jew and a half, which will be a man and a woman. So we have Schumer, who's already there. So where's the woman? Okay, so then if you go by equity, all right? That's one thing. And they are right here. It says 27 Jewish members of the House of Representatives. All right, 27 out of how many? And we get here that the House, right? The House of the Representatives has what? Wes, I don't want to guess that. It was 435. That's how many members are. And these guys were what? 20 some. So they're obviously right there. Are we right there? 2.4. 27 Jewish members of the House of Representatives, right? Because if you make it by 10, you get to 270. You double that, that's 340. It's 340. It's 540. So they're overrepresented over there too. And there's just 2%. So anyway, you see, we're overrepresented. What should we do about it? Should we celebrate? Because once you give someone more, you take from someone else. And if you celebrate that got more, why the other guys should celebrate that got less? Remember, this thing with the nominations of the persons that were nominated, and everybody celebrates everybody. Those guys, okay, they caused injustice to the rest, other groups, to all other groups in a society. They create justice here, but injustice to everybody else. Because what they gave to these guys must have taken from the other ones. Not only from the whites or the Jews or, no, everybody else. The Hispanics, for instance, they took from them. They took from the male. Where are the male? Why are not over there half of the justices' nominees are, I don't know, black male, men of color? Why not? Why not? Why should I celebrate this? Why not the other ones? They're underrepresented. That's not equity. And that's within the group, if you want me to go like that. No, I don't celebrate this kind of thing. I think this is unjust. And it's not equitable. Equity means you take from this and you give to this. And then you balance it you level it. But in this case, this is overrepresentation. So I'm sorry. When I get someone to do a job, I care of that person's qualities, abilities, skills, and the price, obviously. No, how much you offer me for how much money. Your services and money and time. That's what I care. You can be, as I said, I don't care about your height, your this, your that, you're pretty, you're not pretty, you're an asshole or not. I don't care. That's not part of the deal. I don't want you to say, thank you, sir, have a nice day. I don't care. Just come over here, just do that. He can say, fuck you. I say, fuck you back. Just do that shit. Here is the fucking money. Fuck you, I'm not going to come back. He's going to come back because of the money. I don't care if it's like this. This is the minimum between me and a guy. The minimum is he or she comes and has that done. He doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't call me anything. He doesn't have to be nice. He doesn't have to kiss my ass. I don't have to do anything. Here's money. Okay, thank you. Bye. I don't say bye back. And that's it. You say, well, man, what kind of society you want to create? I'm not saying that's the society I want to create. That's the minimum in a transaction. Everything else is extra. Extra. And you do that if you want to leave a good impression or something. And that's it. But remember, I want quality. I don't care who gives me the quality. I don't care if he's a Jew. I don't care if he's I don't know, Chinese. I don't care if it's a Romanian. I don't care if it's a fat woman. I don't care if it's a thin woman. I don't care. I don't care. Do it. Once you start looking at that, that means there's some other things that you celebrate and you push forward here. That means you take from someone else. And they talk about equity. Remember, this that they are celebrating means that they took from other groups and gave to this specific group. And I'm thinking of my kids. They will compete in this kind of society where it's going to be about the promotion, and you're going to have people that would like to celebrate these kind of things. They will not look at my kids and say, well, go ahead, go over there. Yeah, we're going to consider you. No, because we want to celebrate something else, a certain kind of diversity and inclusion. That's not diversity and inclusion. That's overrepresentation and exclusion of everybody else. Say what you want. That's... You want to celebrate that? Think about this. Think about your children working hard, having the credentials, and not be appointed, maybe because they were not part of a certain kind of group, regardless of what it is. I disagree with being appointed, I don't know, a white woman just because she's white. No, I'm against that. But think about that being your kid. Would you celebrate? Yes, good job, my kid. You stay back there. Let them go first. Let them get the money. Let them get that. And you just perish somehow. You're going to have everything less in life because I'm okay. I'm celebrating. I'm so virtuous. Yes. And you stay over there. How about that? How about the admissions to college? Oh, no. They'll go over there. They're going to get extra points because of certain, affirmative action. And you stay over there. You don't have to go to college. You're just going to have a rougher life. And you're my kids, but I love you, but I love them more. Yes. What kind of person that is? Is that a parent? I don't want to see a parent. Bang that parent. Okay? Yeah. So yeah, celebrate that if you want. I don't want to. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.